Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to Amber Heard, but this video only ends when she tells the truth. So let's just get into it. I feel like we're going to be in for a long time.
I am here because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
And how do you feel about that?
I struggle to have the words. I struggle to find the words to describe how painful this is.
Bet you do.
This is horrible for me to sit here for weeks and relive everything.
You're absolutely loving it.
Secretly dating, and then it was beautiful. It was
beautiful.
I felt like this man knew me and saw me in a way that no one else had. I felt he understood me. I felt he understood where I came from. I felt that like when I was around Johnny, I felt like the most beautiful person in the whole world.
Do you remember the first
that's
time
exactly
that
how
he
you felt.
hit you?
Yes.
Please tell the jury about it.
It was it's seemingly so stupid, so insignificant. I will never forget it.
No, of course not.
It changed my life. I was sitting on the couch and we were talking. We were having a normal conversation, just
nothing normal
with you. There was no
but
fighting,
okay.
No argument, nothing. And he was drinking, and I didn't realize at the time, but I think he was using cocaine because it was like there was a jar of cocaine out on the table.
A jar of cocaine.
I realized
like a jar
it
of
sounds
dirt.
weird, but it was like an actual vintage jar of it. But I didn't see him use it at the time, so I didn't really factor that in. I just, he's drinking and we're talking, and there's music playing, and he's smoking cigarettes, and we're sitting next to each other on the couch. And I asked him about the tattoo he has on his arm. And to me, it just looked like black marks. I didn't know.
Like a tattoo.
I didn't know what it said. It just looked like muddled, faded tattoo that was hard to read. And I said, "What does it say?" And he said, "It says wino." It says wino, and I didn't see that. I thought he was joking.
Of course you did.
Because it didn't look like it said that at all, and I laughed.
Of course not.
It was that simple. I just laughed because I thought he was joking, and slapped me across the face, and I laughed. I laughed.
I laughed too.
Because I
loved it.
I didn't
Funny,
know
that's
what
funny.
else to do. I thought this must be a joke.
Yeah, of course you did.
This must
So then you
be
hit him
a
back.
joke. Because I didn't know what was going on. I just stared at him, kind of laughing still, thinking that he was
my
going to
face
start
right now.
laughing
I'm
too to
very
tell me it was
confused.
a joke. But he didn't.
Please describe for the jury some of the cycles you had with Mr. Depp through 2012.
So in 2012, the violence was pretty, relative to what it became, pretty, slapping, backhanding. Well, it went from this eggshell kind of, you're walking on eggshells, nothing you're doing is kind of right, but you don't know what you're doing wrong. And then I was doing something wrong clearly, but it was unclear within the scope of an argument what I was defending myself against. So it would shift from a rumor he had heard that I was with a friend, or I had been photographed standing too close to a male person. That was a person I had had something with, and I was lying to him about, and it would be eggshells, accusations, and then he would explode. It started with throwing things, destroying
like
the
a
property,
bottle?
and screaming at me. I remember
Did he cut your finger off?
the screaming at me was the worst, because I kind of always felt like I had done, I had to defend myself. I had to tell him so he didn't think these things were true. And sometimes, he would shift accusations while I'm trying to dispel one accusation. He'd start another one, and nothing I could do to calm him down. It seemed like I'd walk away, and that would make it worse. I remember in my apartment in Orange, he would grab me by the hair, or he'd grab me by the arm, face, pull me into him, scream at me that way. He'd smash things around me. Then he would smash things very close to me. And then he would just hit me. And it started with slapping, and it got to be like repetitive slaps where he'd hold me in a position and slap me multiple times in a row. Then it would be, eventually I later would either push him off of me, or I'd try to hit his hands away from me. Not in 2012 so much. At that time, I was mostly, my defense was, I'd go some other place. Like, I don't know how to describe that. And then the month got
Like the bathroom.
really crazy from that point on. It was
Just like you.
a bit of a revolving door of accusations. He was accusing me of having affairs with, frankly, just one person. I had an acquaintance with somebody, and he was accusing me of being with them, and then it was accusing me of being with my friend, the one I had seen in Spain. I'm in these kind of arguments, nothing I do is working. Walking out of the room is me leaving him, walking away from me. Hey, where are you going? I'm talking to you. That it went from that to pulling me in by my arm, still shouting about the accusations. I'm trying to diffuse the situation by trying to tell him I'm not sleeping with this person and I'm not sleeping with that person. And it was kind of, as soon as it seemed as though I had convinced him of one, there was somebody else he was sure I was sleeping with. And it was a revolving door at the time. A painting I had hanging on the wall, done by my ex, who's an artist. That was, one day he was convinced that was proof I was sleeping with her, or having an affair with her.
And is this a picture that you took of yourself in March of 2013?
I did.
Your Honor, I'm going to move the admission of Defendant's Exhibit 170A.
Any objection?
No objection, Your
All
Honor.
right, 170A in evidence. You can publish the picture.
Thank you, Your Honor.
To a bruise.
And how did you sustain that bruise, Amber?
I had thrown Johnny slapped me. I walked away from him, and that made it worse. We got into a shouting match.
What did you throw?
And he kind of did this thing with his body where I could tell he was going to hit me again. I picked up I remember it kind of like a little pot, not a pot, but like a vase. And I remember I got away from him enough. As he reels back, I threw it in his direction and
Guess that's it.
managed to get